Hey guys, so I just got done watching Nintendo's E3 2015 little video message that they send out to everyone. I'm extremely disappointed as a guy who's just invested his money in the Wii U. I feel like I've been shortchanged, you know. I feel like I've invested in something that is dead. Nothing. Two things out of the conference. Only one of it, I can't remember if, I think one of them was for the 3DS, and one was for the Wii, one is definitely for the Wii U, so we'll get to that in a minute, but only two things jumped out at me that I was happy with there, so just really disappointed. Let's go through it and we'll talk about it. We'll start with what they started with, and that was Star Fox Zero graphic quality, because my god, that game looks shit. Now, before any of you guys start jumping on me and you know, the usual crap that you hear whenever someone says something about graphics, is like, you know what, gameplay is king, gameplay is what matters, okay? Gameplay is, if you don't have a game with good gameplay, yeah, I get it, the gameplay should always be the first focus. If you have a beautiful game and it plays like shit, no shit that it's going to be crap and it's not going to be a good experience. But my god, guys, we're in 2015 and they're putting out Star Fox Zero, which looks like it should be on the fucking N64 at best. It looks bland, it looks flat, the graphics, the polygons, the textures look horrendous. The enemies in it, it's like vast open wide spaces of nothing. It looks pathetic. Why buy that? Why support that? Just because they're your childhood love. Look, my childhood love is Sega, and I get it that when Sega put out anything Sonic, you know, I used to be like, God, I'm just going to buy it because it's Sonic. But, you know, these days I don't support Sonic games unless they are, you know, like Sonic Colors or something really good. I don't support, you know, fucking Werewolf Sonic. I don't support Sonic in a night suit with a fucking sword and shit. I don't support that bullshit anymore because, you know, it's a lot of money that we invest in these games, and if companies don't listen to you, don't support them. Why buy Star Fox Zero? We've been waiting, so many years for this next Star Fox game, because don't include Star Fox on the 3DS, that was just the N64 one, you know, kind of ported with prettier graphics, which was really, really nice for old school gamers, but we've been waiting for, you know, something really high quality here. I was looking for... I don't get it. They have the capability to do it, they just choose not to. And to me, what that signals is the fact that they don't care about their audience. They don't care about making something that we want to see. A Star Fox game shouldn't look like that in 2015. I'm really, really sorry. I'm sure gameplay wise it'll be great, because all Nintendo games, pretty much all Nintendo first party games have phenomenal gameplay, but in this day and age, I'm sorry, that's just not enough. Games cost too much, consoles cost too much. You can't just get by on saying, look, it's got good gameplay, graphics don't matter, so we're not going to invest anything in graphics. You know, graphics do matter. Good graphics create a more believable world. They create a much more pleasant experience. It's who wants to look at that shit in this day? I mean, seriously, if you know, if a horror game comes out and the graphics look horrible, it's not as scary. It doesn't give you that effect. If the graphics are really, really good, crisp, and, you know, look really realistic, it makes you believe more in what you're seeing, and it gives you a better horror experience. If you're in a racing game and the road looks all pixely and trees look like cut out bits of, you know, like cut out cardboard trees just at the side of the track, in this day and age, you know, that's good. I'm sure it's good from what we used to play in the arcade, but it takes away something. It doesn't make you feel like you're there, you're on that track, you're in that car going around there, and that is the experience that we should be having when we spend, you know, this type of money on a console and this type of money on a game these days. So very sorry, I had to get that out of the way. I just thought that was a pathetic, because you know what, the free games that I bought my Wii U for were, I kind of anticipated there was a Star Fox game coming out, so I knew that was going to be coming out, so I bought it for that. I bought it in anticipation for the next big Zelda game coming out, and I also bought it hoping that well, 4 games, sorry, and for Xenoblade X, and also hoping that they would do some sort of Pokemon RPG on the Wii U, not just the 3DS, some sort of big Pokemon RPG, which I really doubt is ever going to happen now. So I invested my money in something which I'm not getting anything back from at the moment, other than Mario Kart 8 and Smash, which have been, a lot of fun. But next up was the new Skylanders. Really don't care about that. It wasn't aimed at me at all. After that, Metroid Prime Federation Force, I think it was called. That was disappointing. I saw Metroid and I was like, what? Metroid game 3DS? Wait, what? What's going on? What's going on here? They're shooting big giant balls? What the fuck? And I was just like, oh god, just get this out of my way. It's not the Metroid I was waiting for. After that, Fire Emblem Fates. That looks... I've not played Fire Emblem on the 3DS, but it gets so many good reviews. I really want to get round to that, so I'm sure this is going to be more of the same, and that's definitely going to be very popular. After that came Xenoblade X, and my god, guys, Xenoblade X looks phenomenal. The world they've created, the creatures, the plant life, everything about it. Even the graphics, yes, the mechs, the combat, everything about that world looks fantastic. I really can't wait to get Xenoblade X and get into that world and explore those vast open spaces, talk to different people, go and just have a great time in it. Xenoblade X really does look amazing. Animal Crossing was up next, and I think, was there 2 games shown? I think I heard someone say there was, I saw Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, but I think that was like a separate thing from another game. I'm not 100% sure on this, guys, but Animal Crossing on the Wii U is going to be great. And after that, they showed... Oh, no. First came Yoshi's Woolly Yarn, which really does look great. But, with these games like Yoshi's Woolly Yarn and like Kirby's games and that, I really think they should be about £20 in stores. If they were about £20 or something, I'd pretty much buy a lot more. Like Captain Toad, Captain Toad, Kirby, Yoshi, if they were all released at like £20 rather than the price they released it, I'd be buying every one of them. But when they're releasing at the same price as, almost the same price as a PS4 game, I just don't see the worth in it, other than like Mario Kart 8 or Smash, or a Xenoblade, or, if they released a Pokemon game. But, Yoshi's Woolly Yarn, the amiibo for that looks cool, and they've got Animal Crossing amiibos. I was slightly tempted there, but then I had to remind myself that I've banned myself from buying any amiibo. I don't want to get invested into that. But Yoshi's Woolly Yarn really looks beautiful, the way they've kind of went with that artistic style. And looks a lot of fun, so depending on the price I might pick that up. After that came the game I was really excited for as well, Yokai Watch. I think I'm pronouncing that right, or Yokai Watch. It looks a lot like a Pokemon style game. It's like a Pokemon. It's very similar to Pokemon in a way. It's been really popular in Japan, and I remember seeing it on IGN a while back and then researching a little bit about it, and yeah, I'm really excited to try and get into that and see what that's like. After that we saw Mario, Luigi, Paper Jam. Really not interested in that. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash looked quite good, and then finally I just want to talk about Mario Maker. That looks like... I really wish there was a Sonic Maker. That would be amazing. But Mario Maker looks like the game a lot of people are going to be most pleased with out of Nintendo, because imagine being able to make your own levels, try other people's levels online, and create all these different things using the same tools that Nintendo used to create their original Mario game and stuff. It's quite amazing that they're making a game out of the tools they used to make their original Mario game. But yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. And then I thought at the end they were going to finally show us some Zelda gameplay, and I was really disappointed when they didn't. And they didn't show anything else. They didn't mention anything about the NX. They didn't... nothing really. So when I look back at that, there was no real Metroid games. I'm not really even going to count this Metroid thing that I saw at the show as a Metroid game. But they're just using the name basically to sell some copies of whatever the game is that they're making. But yeah, I was just really disappointed. There was nothing there, that really kind of stood out. Xenoblade, I was really, really excited when that came on, but other than that, I spent the entire show kind of waiting for the next thing to come on to see what it was. So, yeah, that was the last one out of these little videos that I'm going to do. I might make another video talking about my favourite games after this one, but out of Microsoft, Sony and Nintendo, I've got to say Sony did okay at the start, but left me wanting more. Nintendo really disappointed me, and Microsoft blew me away. I've got to say I'm really, really hoping Microsoft can keep doing what they're doing, because that was fantastic. They blew me away, and I really want to invest in an Xbox One now, but I'm going to hold off, because the fact that they've released an Elite controller, that makes me think that they're going to be releasing an Xbox One Elite very soon, or within a year's time, so I'm going to hold off and try and get that bundled with like an Xbox Elite controller as well, obviously. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and see you in the next video.